Hello, and once again, you are very welcome to Rostrevor Area Newsbite on this, the last Wednesday in August. Uh, First item up this week, we're going to go again with the club notes and following on from a great win for the seniors versus Breda in the championship last Friday night. Rostrevor are the first club, of course, into the Down Senior Football Championship quarter final. So here to tell us about that and other club notes, I'm going to hand over to Richie Reynolds.
Hello and welcome to St Brunus GAA Club Notes for this week. Firstly, both our senior teams were in championship action over the weekend and both teams won on Friday night. Rostrevor senior men beat Breda in the round 2 of the senior championship, so they advanced to the quarter final, which will take place on the weekend of the 4th of September. The draw for that will be made after the games in round 3 and the qualifiers this weekend. Congratulations also to our senior ladies who had a resounding win in the intermediate championship over Annaclone on Saturday evening. That was in their group stage, and they play at home again this Saturday to Carryduff B, and they'll look to advance to the knockout stages of their championship. Our minor team will play in the quarterfinals of their championship on Tuesday the 1st of September at 6:45 away to Bryansford. And note to our under-13 boys who have started the season very strongly and got their third win of the season convincingly against Annaclone 6-16 to 1-7 during the week. So well done, boys. Keep it up. Secondly, just a reminder to everyone that our club shop remains open for collection only on a Monday night from 8 to 8:30 at the social club. Orders will be brought to the front door if you have pre-ordered. You cannot try on or you cannot order on the night. You'll have to email clubshop@rostrevorgaa.com and place your order before the Monday night slot at 8 o'clock. The club lotto results from last Thursday night, the winning numbers were 10, 15, 23 and 24, but unfortunately there were no winners. There was no jackpot winner and no 3-number winners. So this week's jackpot on Thursday will be £3,900. Don't forget you can buy your tickets online at the Club Funder link, which will be published on our social media pages this week. Better news in the down draw. We had a winner of the Club £200 in August. That was Patrick and Jane Mooney. So well done, folks. The cheque should be on its way to you within the next couple of weeks. Good to see a return out of the down draw. We tend to get 4 to 5 winners a year out of it, so it's well worth the ticket at the start of the year. So well done to Patrick and Jane. A note on safeguarding: there will be an online safeguarding or child protection course run by the club through the Ulster Council on the 20th and 21st of October. There are 2 evening sessions. Mentors are asked to register their interest with anyone on the committee. Dermot Baxter, secretary, would be best, or myself, and we'll get the allocated numbers. So mentors will have to complete both sessions to be certified. So that's Tuesday the 20th and Wednesday the 21st of October. So we're looking for expressions of interest from mentors for the safeguarding course. Finally, our thanks to those volunteers who cleaned the members bar in the club recently. James Rice, Deirdre McVeigh, Jennifer Fern, Malachy and Lorna McCourt offered their services to clean the members bar this week, and there will be further socially distant cleaning of the lounge and meeting room areas over the coming weeks. So obviously we've only got limited numbers within it to do it, but it's good to get it done and to have the club looking neat and tidy for whenever we can open up properly. That's all of our notes for this week. So thanks again, Jarlath, and we'll see you next week.
And thank you once again to you, Richie, for a comprehensive roundup. Most people will be aware Richie wears a multitude of hats outside of his professional life, but he's also decided to put on a new one in his professional life by starting up his own company, RR Marketing. So I want to wish Richie all the best with that new and exciting venture. And just when I seen that shelf full of files behind him, they couldn't all be Fiona's. So Richie has obviously hit the ground running, and I wish him every success in the future with his new business. Now, moving on, just a wee note about the church clock in the square. That church, of course, has seen countless generations of this village on their way with accurate timekeeping. But people may have noticed the actual clock itself has been starting to play up more frequently, but particularly within the last couple of months. So a few points I wish to expand upon. The council a number of years ago, at my request, took on the maintenance of the clock because it is such an institution within the village, and the church were very, very glad to get that assistance, because the amount of contractors and professionals out there that can fix these sort of things, the older they get, is a much diminished trade over the years. Now, I do know there's a company in I think it's Portadown, Lurgan, called Canavan Clocks, are currently working on it. I haven't spoken to Ken Roberts. Ken told me what was happening. So there's the bearings on the clock winding mechanism are worn, and they have had to be removed last weekend. They've been taken out and taken away to see can they be fixed up or refurbished, or if not, possibly new ones will have to be made. So the Church of Ireland people and personnel are well aware that the church clock is missed by all and sundry. So hopefully it'll not be too long it's as good as new, and it'll keep going without incident for another 100 years plus, as it has already done. Moving on, one of the things I really noticed about the village in the last couple of months was the beautiful colour in the flower beds, in the steel containers in and around the village, and indeed in the flower beds approaching the village, particularly down at the Ross Monument as you enter the village. And it really was a sign of summer, and they were in full bloom there over the past 2 months, and it was such a welcome sign coming into the village. But unfortunately, the flowers have died off much quicker than anyone expected due to the inclement weather over the past week or so. And the salt water doesn't help down there. But I really want to commend the work of Martin McNally and his crew from the maintenance department who do this on a regular basis. I suppose it is a sign, it's Mother Nature's sign, allied with the heavy downpours over the past few days. And everyone, of course, had seen the video of the water levels in the Ferry Glen. It's Mother Nature's sign that summer is now just something that is starting to disappear in the rearview mirror. But so we'll batten down the hatches and get through it. And this is certainly a year none of us forget. And fingers crossed it'll not be long to the springtime again. And of course, another aspect of autumn is the return to school. And I just want to wrap up this week of a very, very short show this week by wishing all the children all the best for both secondary, grammar and high school as they return after a 5-month hiatus. And if it's anything to go by, if my own house is anything to go by, the children will certainly be glad to get back to get in among their friends and get back to some semblance of normality. And of course, the primary schools, I want to wish the children of St. Brona's, Kilbrony Integrated and Killowen Primary School all the best as they return for a new term. It has been a long summer holiday for the whole lot of them, unplanned, of course, and I'm sure they all enjoyed it. But like their older peers, I'm sure they too will be glad to get back. And of course, the new primary ones who will be phased in over the next couple of weeks in all the schools in our area. Well, sure, it's like the last 5 months has not been any different for them. So it's the start of a big adventure for them, and a lot of mummies and daddies letting go for the first time. So my best wishes to them all, and could I just say to people that, just start to be, the mornings are starting to get a wee bit darker, as are the evenings a wee bit quicker. The darkness is falling, so just start to be a wee bit more alert and health and safety aware when we're out on the roads, as everyone encourages the people to walk to school, particularly on the dry mornings. So that's me for this week, short and sweet. Happy to take any information for the shows going forward, and thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all next week. Thank you.